March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It might be an Irish coffee break for some of you, but we're here in studio bringing you the latest local news and a look at the top stories of the week. Donald Ang also joins us with a look at the forecast, a Nutmeg Sports update, and a look back on this day in history. But first, the search for a missing Greenwich man has ended tragically. Police are investigating the untimely death of Kenneth Wood-Cahusic after the 61-year-old man's body was found Thursday night on the shoreline of the Mianus River. He had last been seen Sunday evening in his neighborhood. Early in the evening Thursday, officers from the Greenwich Police Department returned to the area surrounding Cary Road and continued to search for the missing 61-year-old. Around 6 o'clock, officers located a body under the ice along the eastern shoreline of the river. The body was located in the shallows near a small private dock. The location is a short distance from where Wood-Cahusic lived on Cary Road. The body has been positively identified as Wood-Cahusic, who police say was partially deaf and autistic. The investigation into that death is ongoing. And the Connecticut Post reports that a 20-year-old man was shot multiple times in Bridgeport early this morning. The shooting happened around 3 a.m. in the area of Denver Avenue and Denver Court on the city's west side. The man, who was not identified, was taken to Bridgeport Hospital. Police are investigating the circumstances behind the shooting. The man shot was undergoing surgery and is in critical condition. And in other news, a man from Milford is accused of breaking into a home and urinating on a number of items inside. According to police, it was a Facebook post about the incident that led police to James Ranieri. He faces third-degree burglary and second-degree criminal mischief charges. Wednesday, police said they responded to a home on Cindy Court. Investigators said they discovered that Ranieri, who lives nearby, had broken into the home, damaged several items, and urinated on others in a room. Ranieri denied any involvement, but police named him as a suspect after he posted about the incident on Facebook. He was given a court date of April 11th. And a 41-year-old Norwalk man told Darien police a woman intentionally scratched his car in the Trader Joe's parking lot following a dispute on March 12th. The man said he found a space in the crowded parking lot that afternoon, but another driver became upset with him after he parked. When he returned to his car, he found long scratch marks running from his front to rear doors on both sides of the vehicle. He had recorded the woman's license plate number after exchanging words with her earlier and contacted police. Police said the woman denied the accusations, but they are continuing their investigation using neighborhood surveillance. And in other Darien news, new Darien Police Chief Ray Osborne was formally sworn into duty during a ceremony shared with family, friends, fellow law enforcement, and town officials on March 15th at the town hall. Osborne is the 10th chief in the Darien Police Department's 92-year history. He replaces Dwayne Lavello, who retired last month. Darien's Police Commission appointed Osborne, a 33-year veteran of the department, on February 1st. Commission Chairman J. Paul Johnson said their choice follows the transition of promoting within the department ranks and that more promotions will be announced in the coming weeks. And the Ridgefield Board of Education took the first step to changing school start times Monday when its Strategic Planning Committee met with a focus group that included district principals, the high school athletic director, to gauge general feelings about changing school start times. A handful of parents were present as well, but only as observers. Ann Blood, high school co-president of the PTA, told the board that high school parents would like to be surveyed before any action is taken. The committee concluded that there were two main goals in the planning process: minimizing negative effects on after-school activities such as clubs and sports, and maintaining the length of class time at the high school. Ridgefield High School leaders also said the school day could not be shortened as it was in Wilton to accommodate later start times. Superintendent Karen Baldwin said she would immediately begin planning future focus groups with parents, students, and community members, as well as surveys. And in New Canaan, the pop-up park at the South Avenue-Elm Street intersection, which has had a sporadic presence in recent years, is scheduled to be in place continuously from July 15th through September 4th this summer. The New Canaan Police Commission approved those dates, which coincide with the Village Fair and Sidewalk Sale and Labor Day at their meeting March 15th. Commission Chairman Stuart Sawabini pointed out that the 6-week period will be the longest period that the pop-up park will be in place continuously since it was created a few years ago, and he was was assured by Police Chief Leon Krolikowski and Captain John DeFederico that the placement of the tables, chairs, umbrellas, and planters that close the end of South Avenue is not a problem. Pop-Up Park Committee member Betsy Wilson reported to the commission that the park is so popular with nonprofit event organizers that she could fill every weekend with an activity. She added, though, that the part of the success with the park last summer was the unplanned time, the in-between time of the space when people can enjoy the space in relative quiet. Well, let's switch gears now. Throw it over to Donald Ang, who's at our weather desk today. Don, and every other desk besides news. Happy to have you.
The non-Kate desk is where I'm occupying. Nice day today, actually. Sunny temperatures expected to reach into the very low 40s. A steady northwest wind will make it seem a bit colder than that. Clear tonight with a low down to about 21 degrees. Tomorrow, snow likely, possibly mixing with rain mainly after 5 o'clock. The high will be about 40 degrees, so we're going to be right on the border of rain, snow, at least in the beginning. Temperatures, though, will fall overnight. We might see as much as 2 to 4 inches of snow by Sunday morning. And for the rest of Sunday, mostly cloudy and breezy, highs in the mid-30s, and sunny, seasonable temperatures return on Monday. So that'll do it for your weather update. Back to you, Kate.
All right, thanks so much, Don. Well, we're going to step out for a break. When we come back, Don will take a look back on this day in history. We have a Nutmeg Sports update and some more local news after this.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the spring clearance event and Ram Truck Month, now through March 31st.
Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
At Wild Birds Unlimited of Brookfield, get expert advice from our certified bird feeding specialists. We offer always fresh, clean seed that will be sure to attract birds to your home feeder. Experience our excellent customer service. Open 7 days a week. Visit us at 317 Federal Road, Brookfield.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
It's the InSports Athletic Functional Movement Assessment Program.
A program that uses a camera, the same camera that you use with an Xbox video game.
What it involves is 3 phases. One is the initial test, which will give you a very objective and lengthy assessment of how you are moving and where there may be imbalances.
Once test gets the results from the assessment, we'll develop a customized program for the individual.
The objective really to try to get as many young athletes through this program as possible.
Welcome back to this March 17th edition of your Coffee Break on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Czaplinski, and it's time to throw it over to Donald Lang to take a look back on St. Patrick's Day's past. Don?
It is St. Patrick's Day's past. We're going to start a couple centuries before that, though. In 180, Emperor Marcus Aurelius dies, leaving Commodus as the sole emperor of the Roman Empire. Now, if you saw the movie Gladiator, Commodus didn't actually kill his father, though he did fight as a gladiator hundreds of times in the Colosseum. How real those fights were is open to speculation. Commodus would be assassinated 12 years later. To 461, St. Patrick dies. Now, little is known about the patron saint of Ireland other than what he recorded in his memoir Confessio. Probably born in Scotland, he was captured and enslaved at age 16, spending 6 years in captivity before escaping. In a dream, he heard voices of Irishmen pleading with him to return, which prompted him to study to become a priest. By the way, the legend of Patrick using a shamrock to illustrate the Catholic doctrine of the Trinity does not appear until 13 centuries later. Also, evidence is there were never any snakes in post-glacial Ireland. But speaking of St. Patrick, the first St. Patrick's Day parade held on this day in 1762, not in Ireland, but in New York. A wave of Irish immigrants into the country over the next century would spread the tradition, and believe it or not, it was not until 1995 that Ireland began actively promoting the day as a celebration of Irish culture. Finally, now we go to 1992 for this.
Voting began briskly in Pretoria this morning. Queues formed at all the polling booths before voting began at 7 o'clock. There was a lively atmosphere at a school in Arcadia, where President F.W. de Klerk and his wife Marika brought out their votes. A smiling Mr. de Klerk told the horde of international newsmen that he was optimistic about the result.
Reg is ja.
Is hy optimisties, meneer de Klerk?
Ek is optimisties. Ek dink dit sal goed gaan. Hier is wonderlike entoesiasme en ons kry terugvoering dat die mense vinnig stem, flink stem en entoesiasties stem.
In Nelstroom, where the leader of the Conservative Party, Dr. Andries Trenet, cast his vote, some people even brought their children along to witness the historic referendum. Dr. Trenet said he was confident of winning.
It was 25 years ago today that South Africa voters overwhelmingly support a ballot referendum accepting constitutional reforms that would lead to the end of the country's apartheid system. Now keep in mind, only South African whites, about 9% of the population, were allowed to vote, and 68% of them voted yes. That is your look back in history for today, St. Patrick's Day, and I am Donald Ing.
All right, Don, now since Frank Granito is away, he'll be back on Monday. Don also filling in at the sports desk. Don.
Yeah, well, first off, we're going to start. Trinity Catholic defeated Waterbury Career 67-60 in the Class S boys basketball semifinal last night. Number 6 Trinity will now face number 1 Westbrook in the Class S final at 12:30 on tomorrow at the Mohegan Sun Arena. In the Class L semis, number 2 Notre Dame of Fairfield used a 30-6 second quarter to gain a 16-point halftime lead and rolled to an 81-61 win over Wilton at Fairfield High School. The Warriors finished the campaign with a record of 20-7, including their first ever berth in the FCX championship game. Drew Connolly with a big night for Wilton, netting a game-high 27 points. Matt Cronenberg added 23. In boys hockey, number 4 New Canaan will face number 1 Northwest Catholic in the Division I semifinals at Ingles Rink. That's at 5:30 tomorrow. The winner of that semifinal matchup will face the winner of number 2 Ridgefield and number 6 West Haven. That game also taking place at Ingles Rink. Puck drop tomorrow at 7:30. In girls basketball, number 1 Trumbull defeated Mercy 45-38 in overtime to advance to the Class L state final at the Mohegan Sun Arena. That also tomorrow against number 3 New London. And finally in college action, Ridgefielder Kurt Steidel had 3 points and a rebound as the University of Vermont Catamounts lost to Purdue 80-70 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The 6'6" swingman finishes his career with 1,146 points, 528 rebounds. Interestingly, Vermont's abbreviation is VT, but the school's abbreviation is UVM. Turns out there's a logical reason for that. That'll do it for Nutmeg Sports Update. Back to you, Kate.
All right, thanks so much, Don. Well, in other local news, Bankwell has announced the launch of the Bankwell Pet Adoption Project to create awareness about the many dogs and cats in need of homes at animal shelters throughout Fairfield and New Haven counties. Bankwell branches will feature photographs and information about available dogs and cats, which also will be previewed on the bank's website at mybankwell.com through May. Portraits of the featured animals were taken by local photographer Michael Bagley. The Bankwell branches will serve as collection points for a wish list to benefit the Connecticut Humane Society, and a list of those items will also appear on the bank's website. And students in Shelton at Sunnyside Elementary School have been learning about the importance of being kind to one another through ongoing fundraisers, and as a reward, got to tape their principal to a wall. The fundraiser raised over $8,000, and the kids completed over 200 acts of kindness in total at the end of the fundraiser's 2-week duration. The school's overall reward was to tape their principal, Amy Yost, to a wall in the gymnasium. Yost said she enjoyed the experience and was happy to see positivity spread throughout the school. The school's plan is to use the money collected through that campaign to fund field trips, new school supplies, and a new playground. Very cool story there. We're going to step out for a break, and when we come back, we're going to run down the top stories of the week after this.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Make your St. Patrick's Day truly authentic with a wee bit of real Irish food, proper Irish-style rashers, sausage, and soda bread right from Ireland. Put down the corned beef and grab a boiling bacon to have what they really eat in the Emerald Isle. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
When it comes to considering the outside of your home, just imagine the possibilities. Whether your dream is a stunning free-form pool or a tranquil, secluded garden, the team of professionals at Stonebridge Associates will make it a reality. We offer unparalleled landscape design and construction, masonry development, pools, spas, and water features, as well as landscape and garden maintenance. No other firm can offer the same level of creativity, quality, and personal attention. Discover the possibilities at stonebridgeassociates.net or call 203-544-8376 today.
At the Milford Bank, we offer an extensive selection of lending products and services to meet virtually any need. Submit your application online in our Mortgage Web Center. Start to finish, you can apply for a loan in as little as 10 minutes. Our knowledgeable and helpful staff are available to meet with you at your convenience. To learn more about what we can do for you, stop by one of our Milford Bank offices or visit us at milfordbank.com. The Milford Bank, always there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We told Dad he could have his office back if he sold 150 cars last month.
Deal's a deal.
Well, Dad, you did it. You get your office back.
Forget it. I'm having too much fun down here. My new goal, 160 cars. Wow. Folks, if you ever wanted a great price on a new Nissan, now is the time.
Right now, lease a 2017 Altima 2.5S for only $99 a month.
Isn't it time you got Millerized?
Welcome back to this Friday edition of your Coffee Break on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Czaplinski, and we're running down the top stories of the week across all of our HAN Network news sites. Now, one of those top stories this week is that Shelton Mayor Mark Loretti will once again run for governor of Connecticut. He announced it this week on the HAN Network during a Facebook Live broadcast for our CT Pulse show. The longtime Shelton mayor said he will make a formal announcement in April. While Loretti was discussing the effects of Governor Dannel Malloy's municipal aid cuts, he said there will be no exploratory phase in his 2018 campaign for governor. He said, "I will be filing paperwork for the office of governor," and he went on to say that there's nothing for me to explore at this point, like some other folks. Loretti said he got involved in public office because he thought he could make a difference, and he plans to make that difference by reversing the toll of Malloy's administration through similar tactics he said he's implemented in Shelton. And another story that got a lot of attention is that a man is in critical condition after shooting himself in a parking lot at the Connecticut Post Mall Saturday night in Milford. According to police, officers responded to that parking lot on Friday, March 10th at about 11 on the report of a possible gunshot victim. Responding officers located the victim, who was suffering from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officers and Milford Fire Department EMS started life-saving efforts, and the man was transported to Bridgeport Hospital, where he was in critical condition. In Stratford, longtime gadfly and town government critic George Mulligan died at 65 years old. Mulligan had been battling liver cancer for the past 3 years and suffered from other ailments, according to his family. Born in Stratford in 1951, George Mulligan moved to Fairfield as a teen and was an avid basketball and baseball player. He was also a prolific organizer of social and charitable events, receiving many awards. Mulligan also organized a recreational basketball program at Fairfield Ludlow High School that continues to this day. George Mulligan was also a frequent presence in the pages of the Stratford Star, writing about his concerns about town pensions, honoring the town's military veterans, and concerns about the major political parties in town. But you can get a lot more on his life at stratfordstar.com. And the death of a young Milford resident left a community in mourning this week. Danny Kemp, a young Milford woman who fought a brave battle against cancer, has died. A GoFundMe page set up to raise money for the family announced the sad news last Friday morning. Kemp, a foreign high school graduate and a Division I student athlete at Stony Brook University in Long Island, had been undergoing treatment for a brain tumor. The young Milford woman had been undergoing various treatments, including radiation. She had been described as an outstanding person and athlete, always positive and with unwavering strength. The city had rallied around her, raising more than $100,000 to help with medical costs, holding fundraisers steadily since she began her treatment. There's more on Danny at milfordmirror.com. And finally, the other big news story this week was the March snowstorm on Tuesday, resulting in a statewide travel ban and widespread closings. Our HAN Network news sites and live snowcasts kept you updated on the latest around the state. Unfortunately, some more snow is on the way. The National Weather Service is forecasting snow to begin Saturday afternoon. But for more on that, let's throw it over to Donald Eng.
Yeah, you're not kidding about that, Kate. I wish you were. Today, though, a nice day, so enjoy it while you can. Sunny, seasonal temperatures, just over 40 degrees expected. Steady northwest wind will make it seem a bit colder than that. Clear tonight with a low about 21. Tomorrow, snow likely, possibly mixing with rain, mainly after 5. High will be about 40 degrees, but it will drop through the night. We could see as much as 2 to 4 inches by Sunday morning. And for Sunday, mostly cloudy and breezy. Highs in the high 30s. Sunny, seasonable temps return on Monday. So, so 2 to 4 inches. We'll hope it's a lot closer to that 2 than the 4.
We really want some of this to start melting. All right, but thanks so much, Don. As we wrap things up, we just want to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day and share a reminder from Connecticut State Police. Please do not drink and drive. Be safe out there, and we will see you Monday for your coffee break at 11. Have a great weekend.